Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Red Raiders will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Pulls and fires complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. He might want another play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Williams. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They're dealing with a second and long. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Looking for a man, it's Morton. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Finds space on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Got room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Quarterback making checks. Finding open areas. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. In an empty set. To throw, it's Simpson. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down to the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Adams. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This
catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get this.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown, Bama! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Flying down the left side. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the gun, give on the inside. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak, looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it in.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the 2nd half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Might be changing the route. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's got a chance. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with with the turnover. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half with those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The give out of the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. From the gun, the ground game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Complete to the left. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Texas Tech, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes...